Yo, man, we back on the porch again with one half of your favorite uncle. The other uncle, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's somewhere out there in the world, probably getting some Sunday dinner. So today, I got my Upward Bound family, some of them, on the porch with Unc. Y'all welcome.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
good to be
going
here.
on?
So we got Mickey Dooley County, we got Stepfoot Dooley County, we got Taylor County in the building with Trella and Keithan. But
Yeah.
as we
Yup.
always call him, Keithon, baby.
Keith
Everybody
on.
can't do that.
He gonna be
Everybody
Keith on
can't
to
Everybody
do
the
that.
can.
day he died.
That's it. Hey, like I said before, it's a few of y'all I let me call me that. For other folks, I keep walking.
Right. But before we get started, man, once you're on the porch, remember to like, share, subscribe, not in any particular order, to On the Porch with Unc. That's all we asking. Go subscribe, like, share, comment. You can do whatever you want to do. So what going on with y'all, man?
Looking for something to eat.
Something to eat.
Chilling,
What you
man.
cooking?
Yeah, these kids getting ready to start back to school up here in Carroll County. My son starts college tomorrow again. I start school tomorrow. And, got him back in the dorm. Tired. School
Mm-hmm.
here.
We
So with
started
that
last
being
week, and I'm already tired.
Oh yeah, my
Tired.
children been in school for oh,
Tied.
my children been in school for a week and a half, so it's kind of like regular for them now. So
Yeah.
as for me, just working. You know how we do.
man,
I've
cool.
been tired. I've been working all summer. I'm working at Fort Valley State, so I've been I'm TIED to the squared.
Oh, potent team.
I know.
Right. All right, cool. So with that being said, on the porch, we always do a Black History fact. So my Black History fact for today is Fort Valley State University.
Full Valley.
Established in
Yeah.
1895.
Yup, yup.
I'll let y'all go ahead and
Didn't
do
say
y'all
it.
own little research on that part. But shout out to Fort Valley State, and we are the Fort Valley State University Upward Bound program. Oh, you got a bag.
Oh, you got the bag.
You got a bag, man. You got a bag. So with that,
Yeah.
all right, now put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Yeah. So I want y'all to let the world know, how did y'all end up at Fort Valley Upward Bound program?
Well, I can start because I was in the Upward Bound program before any of y'all. I was in the
Mhm.
10th grade. I was in the 10th grade when Fort Valley Upward Bound started back up there. So the first class in the new Upward Bound. There had been some Upward Bound back in the 80s, and I think they lost the charter and then they got it back. And it started up. The way that I got into Upward Bound is I wasn't initially recruited for Upward Bound because I think at that point you had to be a first generation college student. There was
Mhm.
a certain financial component and that type of thing. Well, I was walking by the table one day when they were setting up for Upward Bound, and one of my friends who was in Upward Bound named Irvin Ross, I was up there with him, and so I asked the lady, Miss Jones, I was like, "So what is this? What is Upward Bound?" So I was curious, and she asked for my information. They wrote it down. They reached out to my parents, and my daddy worked at Bluebird. So whenever you work at Bluebird, people think you got a lot of money, right? But
Right.
so I don't know how they. Well, I do know how they worked it out. But I ended up getting into Upward Bound, finding a creative way to get in, and it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. So I started at 10th grade, and 93, I think, was the first class there. So yeah, quite a while ago. Quite a while ago.
Okay, I guess that puts me next because I came in at the end of 95, 96. So that was the end of my ninth grade year going into 10th grade. Actually, my aunt actually told us about the program, and so I filled out the paperwork, and they're like, "Hey, you're in." So, like Keith said, it's been one of the best experience of my life. Um, Formed lifelong friends. So it's been a great experience, and I use it to this day.
Right. So we were actually in at the same time then, because 95 was my senior year, and it was your
Yeah,
freshman year. So we were
yeah.
in the program at the same time. Okay, gotcha. So
Mm-hmm.
you the bridge. You the bridge between us and
Yeah.
those and them.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Step what you got.
Well, I was sitting here listening to their stories, trying to remember how did I get into Upward
That was
Bound, and the only
a
thing that
long,
I can come up
long
with
time ago,
is
huh?
more than likely they made an announcement. Any students interested in Upward Bound? So that's probably how I got in. But I started in 10th grade in 1996, and as the other two have stated, when you look back over your life, man, that was like one of the greatest episodes or chapters in my life ever. Building long lasting friendships. I mean, all of us are still glued and connected 26, 27 years later, and just the experience of college life, pre college life, just to get that taste of it. So, however, I joined, I'm so thankful for the opportunity.
I guess that would be me next. I just remember, I think what's her name? Miss Marshall. Is that her name? Guidance
Miss Martin.
counselor.
Miss Martin.
Miss Martin. Um, I think she was the one that had the announcement made, but I just remember signing up for it. I live with my grandma, between my grandma's house and my mom's house, and I spent a lot of time, at the school with other activities and whatnot. And I like meeting new people, so I said, why not? I joined, and you know, um, it was a really great experience, a lot of fun memories, formed some really great friendships, got to go on some great trips.
Ah,
you
man, the
know,
trips.
um, the summer sessions were the best.
Yes.
Getting up on Saturday mornings and going up there, making that trip and getting those stipends. We thought we was doing something, but it was a lot of fun,
Mhm.
like learning new things, new subject material and everything, meeting a lot of people, being on a college campus and getting those college campus experiences before actually going to college was really rewarding.
All right. I got in my ninth grade year. Uh, that was 95, 96. But like I came in a little different. I don't remember no announcement. All I remember is Miss Martin stopping me in the hall, giving me a package, and basically just telling me to give it to my mother. I gave it to my mother. She filled it out, gave it back in, and somehow I end up in a damn van with Keithan in the front of the school.
Yeah,
coming,
yeah.
coming to coming to pick us up. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I got in the white van with some
yeah, that was
strange
creepy.
dude I didn't know, you know what I mean? But I had other classmates. And for the longest I was the only freshman for about, I don't know, a few months or whatnot. Then shout out to my classmate Shay Smith. She ended up joining, and like you said, I honestly hated it because I had to tie up my Saturdays twice a month. I couldn't I couldn't do anything, but it was one of those things with my mother. She made me go, whether I wanted to or not. And I end up enjoying it. Like you said, we had this bond all these years. And hey man, I love y'all, man.
I love you,
I
I love
know,
man.
right?
y'all, man. I love y'all. But I enjoyed it. I was a bit of a headache to Miss Hall,
Word,
Miss
word,
her
word.
just a little bit, you
Just
know
a
what I
little
mean?
bit.
Just a little
Still
bit, you know
is.
what I'm saying? But it was Miss Hall and Miss Mitchum at the time. It's Danley
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah,
so
And don't forget Miss
I
Moss.
yeah.
oh yeah, I was a headache before she got there. I was a headache well before she got there. So
Mm.
but we're gonna get to her. We're gonna get to her. Don't worry. Don't worry. So but I enjoyed the summer just chilling with everybody, just playing cards. And that's what Step learned how to play spade, y'all, if y'all didn't know.
And
Did you
did.
really?
No, I
Huh.
learned in high school. Or it could have been Upward Bound, and then I transferred it over to high school in the
Yeah,
band room.
that what it was.
Okay.
You learned on campus, and then you was just ready to take that info back.
Yeah, that we'll go with that story. Yeah.
Right, right, right.
No. So, trips. Speaking of trips, my first year we went to Jacksonville. did the little Jacksonville thing. Then
Yeah, the
my
Cocoa
my
Beach. I think it was Cocoa Beach. I think.
So so
uh,
so wait. Were you on the trip when we went to the prison?
mm-mm, that
Okay.
no, I ain't go to that.
Yeah.
Nah,
From
To
that
the
my
that
my
who?
my
that 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 was that's
yeah
after
my
Jacksonville.
I don't know. Like it had to be well after because I'm gonna tell you the trips that I was on was Jacksonville was leading up to sophomore. Chicago was leading up to my junior, and my senior leading up to senior. We went to DC.
Yeah. When did we
Yeah.
go to New York? Did we go to New York, or was that after y'all graduated?
I
And
don't remember New
was
York.
a
We
new?
went
That was
to
after.
Chicago
That
to
was
Dave and
Yeah.
after.
Buster's.
Cause Chicago was our senior trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Miss Hall kind of wrangled me into working for that was my student work job while I was in college, which is driving that creepy van that y'all talked about. I pulled up in front of the school and got y'all, and she had me doing that. And then after that, because that was just a way for me to make some money while I was in school, because y'all got like
Hmm.
$10 a week, and then I got paid hourly
Mm-hmm.
or whatnot to kind of do that and to drive the van. So I got a stipend for both. And then during the summer, she said, "Yo, you might as well do it now, so you can be a TA." And so I just kind of transitioned. So I spent a lot of time. My whole upward bound tenure was probably about 6 or 7 years because I graduated right out of the program and started working for it right away. So
Nice.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
I should have been hitting you up for an extra $10 during the summer.
I know, right? I know. Miss Hall was already watching me when it came to a few people, so I had to make but we
Keep it
Right,
on
will
the
keep
up
right.
and up.
keep it on the up and up.
Oh, they're making
Yeah.
all that money, making all that big money.
Nah, 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 nah. We can go back to our trips, but I'm just fit to skip Jacksonville. I'm fit to skip my DC trip. I'm going straight to Chicago,
The
baby.
infamous
Yes, sir.
Chicago
I'm
trip.
going
Woo!
straight to Chicago.
The infamous Chicago trip.
Oh,
Chicago trip almost got me put out the program.
Yep.
You almost got
A
fired on your
few
Mm.
of
day off.
y'all. A few of y'all.
Right, right, right. But one person didn't show up at the meeting. It's like now, although I didn't want to be in the program, I wasn't gonna let you kick me out for something I didn't do.
Mm.
right.
So, so with that being said, who told there was alcohol in the cooler?
Mm.
My
Who was
name
it?
Bennett and I ain't in it.
Oh,
Hey,
but that was too long ago. I don't know nothing.
I look,
Well,
I
y'all,
went
hey, man.
y'all know I was
Hey,
trying not. I was trying not to go to jail because I was in college. They'd have sent me to jail, not just kick me out the program. And I think the term would have been degradation of a minor or something like that. Like nah.
Yes, that's it.
So
That's it right there. Or
yeah.
the delinquency of a mind or something
there
like
we
that.
go. There we go. I was
bro,
like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with this.
bro. I'm gonna tell you this how it went down. Now we all chipped in for water, not even water, just soda and juice or whatnot. Now I hold on, I got the Bible app on my phone, so I'm gonna hold my phone up. I swear I didn't have nothing to do with that. So Miss Mitchell, Miss Danley, if you're watching, Miss Hall, if you looking down on us, I swear I ain't had nothing to do with it. So I'm
That
gonna
been your
take it.
same story the whole time.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it back to the bus. Like I was upset because I couldn't sit back there in the back with my people. I got
Mhm.
halfway to the bus, and if y'all remember, I had this tennis ball that I
I remember.
carry around. I was just like damn Tom Hanks on Castaway. Wilson.
Oh my God.
So, so I went back to get my tennis ball, and when I got on the bus, everybody was in the bag, and so I
Couldn't
had
have.
to basically. You're right, right. So I'm on mute the whole time, all the way to Chicago, because I can sit back there and climb with my people.
Mm.
Get in the room. We get to the hotel. We check in. Now, granted, I knew about the cooler. Didn't know everything that was in it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and call these boys' name.
Mm.
Kyron and Ray was on the balcony. Was on the balcony. Now they wasn't doing nothing wrong, but um, me and Luke was just chilling in the room. They had 4 of us in a room, so it was just 8 guys total. You know what I'm saying? Minus Keaton on the trip.
Yep.
So
Cause
so
hold on, who was the other TA when I was in there on that
Michael
trip?
Stewart.
Michael Stewart. So it was me and Mike.
so,
Yeah.
but them boys out on the balcony, cause we like 17 stories up, so they getting that whole view of Chicago or whatnot. So Miss Moss started that summer. So of course everybody got in their room now. They doing room check or whatnot, which no problem. So Miss Moss walked in the room. Now, although
Mm.
this cooler was in the room, I never opened the cooler. Just I wasn't thirsty. I didn't want no juice. I didn't want no soda. We're good. Miss Moss walked in the room. She went straight to the cooler.
So that means she knew what it was.
She knew,
Exactly.
bro.
She
When
knew
I
what it
say,
was.
bro, when I say she went directly to the cooler, not no, hey, what everybody else said, none of that. She walked straight to the cooler, pulled out the alcoholic beverage, and I'm like, wow, this new lady is wilding, man. So she was like, don't play, stay right here, don't go anywhere. I'm like, what?
Mm.
So now Luke, shout out to Macon County, Luke, he started panicking. He started panicking. So now Ray and Kyron come in there. No, God bless the dead. Rip to Kyron.
Yep.
So doggone Kyron and Ray came in. Now they like, man, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Bruh, she found alcohol in here.
Mm.
Now they like, what what up, cuz? So she like, what are we gonna? I'm like, they were like, what are we gonna do? I'm like, what do you mean? What are we gonna do? I
Right.
didn't know anything about it. I'm like, I'm like Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince. We, nah. So now Miss Hall come in.
Mm.
Now I wasn't the best student. I wasn't a bad student. It was just I just didn't feel like doing the work. So they took that as troublemaker or whatnot.
Right.
So Miss Hall come in there, her, Miss Mitchell, doggone Keaton. Keaton sitting over there in the corner like, these boys so damn stupid.
Yo, pause right there. Pause right there. Before we got to that room with y'all, she came and got me and Mike. And Mike quickly was like, I ain't even been around him. Keithan was back there or whatever. Like, I wasn't back there because, and that's another story, but me and you were sitting in the seat together still. And but that's another part of the story. And he she was like, those are your boys, Keithan. You know them. Like, did you know anything about this? And quickly, I was like, I hope this ain't PG-13, because I was like, hell no, I ain't know nothing.
Right.
I said, I didn't know nothing. So she was like, these are the boys that were in the room. And she started calling off the names. Now, she called off everybody, right? But she sure enough called off Ray. And then she talked about you, Kurt, because obviously, like, Kurt was the quote unquote the troublemaker. And I spoke up for Ray because Ray was from Taylor County, right? I was
Right.
like, I've known Ray my whole life. That ain't him. And I said, let me tell you, Kurt is a leader. If Kurt was doing this, it would have his stamp all over it. I said, he ain't had nothing to do with this. I can almost assure you of that. But I couldn't assure her too much without putting myself in the mix to her, like, well, how do you really, really know? So
Right.
I goddamn assured her about you, and then I stepped my ass back. And I was like, that's it. But go ahead.
So I remember they had gave us like I don't know, man. We had like $115 a piece, plus
That's
whatever.
stipend.
Yeah, that stipend, whatever, and plus whatever our parents gave. So I had basically $125 when we left.
Yeah, your mom didn't
So
give you nothing.
nothing. So we ain't have it. You know what I mean? Uh, so we ain't have it. So I'm sitting up there chilling. Like y'all know, like I know, when you're innocent, oh man, shit don't bother you, man.
Right.
Right.
So I'm good. So I'm sitting up there. She going in about jeopardizing the program. Now Miss Mitchum going in. Now Miss Moss going in. I'm sitting there like, I ain't had nothing to do with this. So I remember watching wrestling was on. So now when they came in, I got the TV on mute. She going in, getting everybody's story. So now Ray, like fucking King Kong in there, he beating on himself, like my mama would kill me. And like I'm cutting my eye at Ethan, like he gotta be on the professional side because like he really wanted to laugh at all that shit that was going on. Like he after it was over, like he died about it. But so you got Ray beating on himself, Kyron saying his side of the story. His mama killed him because she was in the education system and
Mm-hmm.
all that good stuff. And
Yeah, was.
and Luke sitting up there talking about something. See what had happened was
Oh
Luke
Lord.
tried to blame the shit on some college guys. So I'm
Mm.
like, that's not gonna work.
Mm-mm.
Luke, if you out there, bro, you knew that wasn't gonna work. We knew that wasn't gonna work. Cause Miss Moss not Miss Moss, Miss Hall wanted names. She was talking about prosecuting the damn college kids. I'm like, dude,
Oh,
yeah, that wasn't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kurt, what do you know about it? I don't know nothing about it. And I kept on watching wrestling. Then Miss Mitchum snatched the damn remote out my hand.
Ooh.
So and
mm.
turned the TV off. So now I gotta pay attention. So now we what 15, 16 years old at the time. They going around trying to trip everybody up. But you can't trip me up because I honestly didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So sitting up there, they going on. Now prior, let me back up. At the beginning of the summer, they let us know from day one that Sunday after movie, if you cut up, you're not going on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
If you cut up on this trip, you will get left in Chicago.
They said they will put you on a bus and
Mm.
send you back.
Golly.
Bro,
Greyhound, less than
I ain't,
$30.
I ain't even hear that part. Put on the bus. They say they would leave, and your parents got to figure it. At the time, as I done got older, and I realized that was all cap because
Right.
you're not gonna leave me. But at 15, you like, shit.
You believed it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Miss Hall said it. So I'm like, all right,
Oh, she was
cool.
good at
So
trying to
now,
scare folks up now.
man,
Oh,
she
hey,
did.
look, I
She
got
had
a
the face.
story. I got a story about that, about a certain young lady who's on this podcast who who she tried to scare me up about on the regular. I was like, hold up, man. I ain't trying to go to jail. She say, Keithon,
Right.
I see you sitting back there under the blanket with Stephanie. She said, I will prosecute you too. I said, Miss Hall, my hands are on top of the blanket.
Purposefully.
Oh my
Purposefully, they
God.
on top of the blanket.
Man, so now as I was watching TV earlier, I seen a Greyhound commercial for $49 one way. Now, before I got in Oakland, I got family in New York, so we used to go to New York every summer by Greyhound. So I was very familiar with Greyhound. So I'm like, cool. These jokers just gave us 115 and a one-way ticket. My mama and my daddy can't afford to come all the way to Chicago, get me. So I'm gonna drive. I know how to get to Cordia. Greyhound bus to Cordia. You know what I'm saying? Pick me up behind McDonald's.
Yep.
I already got it.
Yeah.
So now, with that said, Now I'm thinking, okay, we finna get left, so we just got to figure out how to get to the Greyhound station. We good, or whatnot.
They didn't
So
take you out to the Greyhound station?
no,
Mm-mm.
no, no, no. Honestly, nigga, we went to bed thinking, okay, whatever activities going on tomorrow, we would not be a part of it.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
But so now I'm sitting there like, okay, get up the next morning, and I'm like, damn, they ain't said now. So, but Miss Hall was hurt. She left out that room crying and all that
Oh
good stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, she.
Crying.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
hey, wait, I got a
she was
question.
hot.
What wasn't it another RA on that trip? Last night with Taylor.
I think that was
Mm.
another. That's another year you talking about, Mr. Taylor. He was a
Okay.
teacher, right?
Yeah.
The Sigma dude or whatever. Is that him? I don't know. We might be talking about somebody different.
I don't know if he was sick, but I thought he was on the Chicago trip because I thought he was the one that brought the alcohol.
I
No.
don't know,
Remember
but
him?
if he did, he was quiet as hell. He didn't say a word.
Yeah, I don't remember him. I don't remember
So,
him.
so
Mm-mm.
they had. I tell you what they did though. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna be a part of those activities, but they pretty much had me and Mike saddled to y'all the next day. They was like, y'all need to be. I don't care where they go or where y'all go. They need to be with y'all, and that's
Mm-hmm.
basically what they did the next day.
Oh yeah, I was cool because I was innocent. But
Mhm.
once I realized that they was gonna let us continue on with this trip, oh, I gave them boys hell. Like I
I guess you
clowned them
did.
the rest of the trip. See, y'all had to be there. Y'all had to see the the animation behind everything that they was doing, especially Ray, hitting on himself the way he was, and Luke, and Luke, see what had happened was. So anyway, so I'm like, oh man, we good. They they letting it go, blase, blase. So we went on, we had fun, we enjoyed the trip. Now, with that being said, this we didn't have cell phones like that back in the day. So this was
No.
what, summer '97. Yeah, summer '97, because y'all graduated in '98. Yeah, it was summer '97. So with that said, I remember everybody know they mama. I remember pulling back up on campus, and I seen my mama. So I had just woke up. I'm like, these motherfuckers done called my mama. She knew. She know. Like I seen the look on her face. It wasn't no I'm mad. It was okay, let me see what he got to say. Because I know I raised him better than this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But when I seen Ray mom, oh, I'm like, Ray, your mom mad. Boy, your
I
mom
talked.
mad. She look mad.
I talked to both of y'all mamas that night. Both of y'all mamas after that trip. Now, Ray mama have known me before I know myself, right? Because again,
Right.
she from Taylor County. And she called me by my nickname that I ain't gonna call out on this podcast, but she called me by my
Ooh.
nickname and was like, did Ray have anything to do with this? I was like, no, Ray had absolutely nothing to do with it. I don't think so. I said, I know Ray better than that. And then I walked over proactively to your mama and was like, because I just wanted to smooth it out. I was like, he a good kid. I don't think he had nothing to do with this. And she was like, I raised him better, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I talked to both of y'all mamas that night.
Yeah. So, man, we got in
So
that
Ray
car.
probably got a whipping when he got home then, huh?
I don't know, but his mama was Glock 9 hot. She was hot.
Well, she just his mom. I like, man. I feel sorry for dude, and y'all know Ray wasn't no little dude, so it was like it didn't matter. So now,
Yeah.
now I done got off the bus, got my bags, and then she seen. I said, "Ma, I ain't had nothing to do with it." And now I went from Kurt to Curtis. So now I know it's serious now because I'm Curtis now. I like, "Ma, I ain't had nothing to do with it." I said, "Ma, I swear, I don't even get down like that." So she was like, She like, okay, I believe blase. So we supposed to have this talking about having this meeting later on um to plead our case so we don't get kicked out. This so we can stay in the program. Now,
Yeah.
granted, I was sitting there like, this is my opportunity to bail. But you ain't finna get me like this. You are not finna get me like this. So everybody showed up. Me, my mama, Kyron, his mama, Ray, his mama. Luke didn't show up. So they took that as
Guilty.
Guilt.
yeah. So Luke got put out and that was that. But I
I
had
wasn't.
So
fun, man.
basically, he ended up taking the fall for it because he
I
did it
wouldn't
by default because he didn't show up.
I wouldn't say he took the fall, but he didn't show up. So
So
he
let's
didn't
look
plead
at,
his case.
as adults. Let's look at the situation. Right. This is a newer program, at least newer to Fort Valley State at that point. There's a charter involved based on the number of students that you had. And girls outnumber guys 2 or 3 to 1 anyway. So they really couldn't afford to kick all of y'all out
Yeah.
at that point. I don't even think they would have kicked Karen out if they ever came back because they didn't have any sort of concrete proof. It just would have been a stern talking to and that type of thing. But they had to raise some sort of front to it to say, look, we're trying to figure this out. We can't,
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing. So I think if anybody, and again, I wasn't there for that part, but if that's the way it went down, he probably kicked himself out because
Yeah.
he didn't show up.
He didn't show. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah, you when I came back and worked with the program, yeah, it did depend on how the story about it.
man, you breaking up bad.
Yeah, you breaking up bad. I couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, man.
My bad.
All right, we got you now because you was
We
like
got you. We got you.
Okay, y'all got me.
We got you now. You good.
Can
You
y'all
good.
hear me now?
We can hear you.
No, I was just saying, Keith, you were right about that because working with the program and knowing that it was grant funded, no, she couldn't.
And she
Oh,
gone.
man, we got
oh
man.
Lord.
Somebody take Trella a damn
She got that.
can and
She got
two
that
cans and
charter.
a
She got that
string,
charter
man.
communications Wi-Fi.
She got that
Man,
Greyhound Wi-Fi.
That charter Wi-Fi gets you. You back for
hey,
real?
Got
this,
that
this,
that,
this is what
that
we need you to do.
T-Mobile.
This is what we need you to do.
Welcome back.
We need
Yeah,
you to
come
go in
back.
your cabinet, empty out 2 canned goods, get you a string. Like, oh,
Y'all can leave me alone.
yeah.
I've been told that cream corn cans work the best.
See?
Boy,
Oh
Lord
But
have
you
mercy.
but
let's
you were
try that.
saying
Let's try
try
that
it try
again.
it again.
Lord.
She done
You're
forgot.
right. She couldn't afford to throw everybody out because the program was grant funded. So
Right.
she couldn't throw it out like that.
But hell,
Mhm.
we ain't know that.
Right.
Look, I didn't know that till I started working with the program. That's why I know now.
Yeah. Well, we was up out of there, but
Just like
But
now that I think about it, when she used to threaten to send us to jail over these girls in the program, I'm like, I'm 3 years older than most of these children. I'm a child myself, but she had
But we were considered minors.
look, she had your boy scared up so much. I think on the way back from Florida, Step was all laying over on me, sleep on the cover. I slept with my hand back on the cover like this. Like, I want people to know I ain't doing nothing. I'm like,
Oh,
mm,
but Keith, if you remember that next year, that following year,
yeah,
like now I call it the Kurt rule because
yeah.
now let me back up. Let me back up. One Saturday, now like I said, I was the quote unquote troublemaker. Didn't want to do whatever and to get up there. They think I don't know nothing, all that good stuff. So they got my port card. Got my report card. Called me in the office. It was Miss Hall, Miss Mitchell. Called me in the office. You got us up here thinking you dumb and this and that, blase, blase, and you got 4 A's and a B and all this and that. I'm like, how you get my report card before I got my report card? Like, I'm going in. So they was like, don't worry about that. You got us up here thinking this and blase, blase. Tell me why you don't do the work up here, but you can go back to the school and do the work. Man, I said, your work don't count.
Golly.
Dog,
You just hit have fun, ain't you, Kurt?
listen to me. Listen to me. If Miss Hall could have grabbed me and got away with it, she would have.
Now,
The look
back-
on her face.
the back end of that is that it did count for them. It showed the progress that the program was making. So you basically just told her, I'm purposely tanking your numbers.
But the thing about it is like how did that number work if we just going over stuff on a Saturday? Like, I see if I was failing in school and that tanking your number, but just actually just going through working on what you were working on in school, how would that affect your numbers?
So it works both ways. It works 2 ways, right? Your numbers from the program in correlation with your numbers from school shows that the program itself is helping and it is useful to keep going and to retain the charter. So that's what it was. That's why they were such big proponents on grades and things of that nature.
I never knew that.
Yeah. I'm going to turn off my camera for half a second, guys. My bad. Hold on.
All right.
Go ahead.
So when I told her that your work don't count, man, I'm telling you, she already just looked mean anyway. And then it was like, now I can't say nothing to him. Get out of my face.
You cursed her.
Yeah. I'm like, your work don't count. Like I do the work that count. The work at Dooley County High counted. And this Saturday stuff don't count.
And did the upper bound program, did it what how did them grades in Dooley County look? Did you graduate with honors? Did they help you achieve the grades you needed to achieve?
Who, Upward Bound?
Yes.
Yeah, they helped me. They helped.
They helped.
I just didn't feel like doing their work.
Did you graduated in the top of your class?
I wasn't at the very top, but I damn sure wasn't at the bottom either.
Right.
I think that back then when we graduated, though, when we were in school, it wasn't a matter of if I'm gonna do my work because I want my parents to be proud of me. I think we just had a different set of ethics and morality built in us that we just did the work. We wanted to
make good grades.
We wanted to have good grades. Yeah, it wasn't a matter of if I was gonna make good grades. It was like how high are my grades gonna be? We didn't have to really try hard because we studied. We just took pride in our work and what we did and what we presented to other people as far as, our intellect and things of that sort. So, we didn't ever worry about that. We weren't told specifically, what the correlation of our grades and Upward Bound would mean to us and for the program. We were never told those things. So maybe some people would have taken those things into consideration, possibly had they known that. But we were never told the benefits of, the charter and all those things and how having that grant for that really worked and what it would mean if we did or didn't do well in school for it.
And Trella can probably answer this part a little bit more working with the program. But I think it was like every 4 years or so they had to rewrite the grant for approval, and the numbers from the previous years is actually what impacted to show that the program was relevant and necessary and that type of thing. So, and that's how they got that money. That's how they got that money. So all of that money to pay me for working, to take us on those trips, to pay the stipends, to feed us when we was there, all of that stuff came from the grant money. So yeah.
That's all they had to say. No, I
I know.
would not have jeopardized my food money.
Exactly.
Just saying. But coming up on my senior year, that Sunday meeting after we all moved in and all that good stuff, they let it be known if you do not pass these classes during the summer, you will not go on the trip. I'm sitting there
Makes
like,
sense. Make perfect sense.
I'm sitting there like, dirty motherfuckers. But I'm telling you,
The Kurt rule.
yeah, exactly. I said they got me. But remember, I kept my head down all summer. I didn't do. I was the best student possible. Didn't give them no trouble. I did my work. I went on a trip. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
I said he going on this trip.
Oh yeah. Motivation, but I don't like how they did that. You know what I mean? So I actually talked to some students years later that are part of the program now, and I said, "Hey, do y'all have to pass y'all summer classes to go on the trip?" And they was like, "Yeah." I said, "You welcome." That's my fault. I ain't mean to do it, but
Is the program still running now?
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
a different, well, obviously with Miss Hall passing away, it's a different director there and
Mhm.
the whole nine. I don't really have a whole lot of contact with the program. I think I'm a part of the little Facebook group, but I know was it Trella, you and Step went to talk to them or
Oh yeah.
whatnot. So Kurt,
Yeah.
they talking about bringing some guys back to talk to them as well. So me and you might be on deck, bro.
Because they
all
got
right.
like 77 total students. And I forgot how many guys she said, but it's more girls than guys, of course.
It's always more girls than guys.
And
Mm-hmm.
then they cut out a
And
few They cut out some counties too, right?
yeah, only county they serve now is Peach and Macon.
That sucks.
Yeah, that
Yes.
sucks.
Yeah. But why is that?
Mhm.
Oh, and wait, how about this? Where we used to get $10 for a stipend, they get $20 is it a
A
week?
day,
Or
right?
yeah, 20 a day. I said, the hell, wait, what?
They get
Yeah.
more money now.
Mm-hmm. Um. Oh, and for the summer component, you know how we used to stay the entire 6 weeks?
Yeah.
They only stay on campus the first week. Then they have to leave, and then they come back every day. I said that defeat the purpose.
They come back every
Oh
day.
Yes,
no.
Oh no.
Right.
I was
Too
No.
much.
like, ooh, baby.
No.
But
They take the
but
fun
just
out of it.
just looking
We
back
don't
on
build those bonds as deeply as we did because we were there like the whole week, like doing everything together,
Mm-hmm.
going to hang out after class together,
Yep.
going to these different activities. Y'all remember we went bowling that time when Shay bust her butt out there bowling?
Mm.
She messed around and stepped them shoes out on that wax. Went, boom.
yeah,
But I mean,
man.
and again, to kind of think about with people with them not staying the whole summer, that also cuts down on the exposure of things that could happen while they're there. Because you got to
Yes,
think you're on campus with grown college
folks.
students, and you for the most part you are speaking to somebody that was a TA. You are basically these 70 some students, however many TAs they had. It was used to be two girls and two guy TAs. You
Mm-hmm.
hmm
had four of us that was looking out for all of y'all, and there was no way possible that we could keep our eyes on y'all all the time. Now, and
Yeah.
again, I know this is a family friendly podcast, but just think, you didn't
Oh
even got to say it out loud.
no.
But
It
but
ain't
just
you
look, I'll
you
say
can
this. Think,
do what you
go
do.
ahead. Think about some. Okay, think about some of the things that you know that happened
Yeah.
when you were left unattended. Think about some of the college guys that was trying to holler. Think about some of the college girls that didn't know some of y'all guys was high school guys. And I'll just leave it at that. So keeping them on campus for 1 week and taking them home, bringing them back every day, that lowers the possibility of things happening. It's not as fun for sure, but it sure does put the program itself in a better position be
Was
on
the
Channel
program
13.
in jeopardy enough for that to happen? Like, were there things that were happening that was causing the program issues with the TAs being able to monitor the students
No,
throughout the summer like that?
Trello,
no.
You doing that whole thing
chop the thing
again?
again.
She
Uh,
don't froze. She don't froze. Red light,
uh,
green light.
Red light, green. Uh,
Step, cut it out.
so Trello,
I
you
was
back?
translating.
No.
No.
Hold on.
Hello?
I'm putting it in the chat.
Oh well, ain't nobody gonna be. I ain't gonna be able to read it, but
Yeah,
I
man.
we
think I
can
can
hear
read
you
it.
fine now. We can hear you fine now, though.
Um, it was they were cut due to participation from the different counties, and they said it was just easier to deal with two counties. I was like, oh, this really sucks.
Oh yeah, man. That
Yeah.
that ain't it. That
Oh
ain't it
Lord,
right
somebody.
there.
Oh, the other unk. Okay, I'm about to say.
Oh, what's happening,
Gotcha.
Hey,
baby?
What y'all in here talking
What's up?
about?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all.
bro. This is my Upward Bound family, man. Fort Valley State. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
Oh,
we just over here talking about going down memory lane, bro.
oh man, please.
Yeah,
back
man.
What
down
kind?
memory lane.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody can
that,
sign too.
that's old step. Us Dooley Countyans can
Uh huh.
can 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 hold a tune. You know what I mean?
Just a
wait,
little bit.
don't leave out the Taylor County folks. Don't leave out the Taylor County folks.
We
The
There you
who?
go.
You said don't leave.
yeah.
Don't leave out who?
She said,
I'll
don't
be
leave
back
out
though.
Taylor County.
Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah.
sound like you need to go feed your squirrel because your internet ain't pumping,
There go the
Your
other
squirrel,
Taylor County
your,
representative. There you go.
your squirrel sound like they hungry, man. You get
Hey,
that,
bro,
you eat your
we
squirrel.
told we told her she need 2 cans and a string. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Canned corn strings.
What is that? Moody cream
I'll be
corn.
back.
Yeah.
But I'm sure y'all do have a lot of memories from y'all activities and times when y'all went upward bound, together. I'm sure y'all, cause y'all had Uncle Goat with you, so I know y'all did some stuff that you weren't supposed to be doing, but you did it anyway.
Of course.
a
Hey,
few, a few.
I'll tell you,
Just a little bit.
they ain't innocent.
Who
We
I
we
who
we
ain't
was.
innocent?
we're not gonna talk
I
about
was.
Mickey. We're not gonna talk about Mickey walking across campus in her Daisy Dukes
No, 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 no. My mama bought all my clothes. My clothes was respectable. You stop playing with me.
till you got away
Uh-oh.
from the house, and then you
I
altered
didn't wear
those.
clothes that my parents didn't approve of. My mama
Oh,
Uh-oh.
bought all my clothes.
So you know
Let
what,
me
Mickey?
call Betty.
Kurt,
Call
Kurt,
her.
Kurt,
You can call
Kurt,
Tyrone
Kurt.
too while you at it.
Hey, Kurt. Did you
uh,
not lay
It
down?
ain't
Did
my
you not?
fault y'all didn't keep y'all eyes in y'all head.
Did you
Uh-oh.
not lay down the foundational rules that you can't lie on the porch?
hey,
You kind of
she,
low. I'm
she
trying to hear you, but
she
He
forgot that I
said,
was
he
there.
said, you want to know, did you hear the rule that you are not allowed to lie on the porch?
Yeah, you got to be what
that's
you
why
got to
I'm
be.
saying what I'm saying on the porch because I'm not lying.
Mickey,
You
I
were a
think
good.
you were.
You were a good girl when you meet.
I was a good girl, but I ain't got no reason to lie about my clothes. My mama bought all my
Now,
clothes.
I think Mickey, you were a victim of your anatomy, the way that you were built. That's
Yeah,
what you were a victim of. So it didn't
yeah.
matter whether you wore Daisy Dukes or a church dress.
Yeah,
Everybody still gonna be like,
Them
"Damn."
I
jokes.
used to get sent to the office
Hey,
all the time about my skirt because they're supposed to meet at the end of your fingers. And
Yeah.
they met. I can't help because my butt was big, but on the
My booty
side,
And
they
all
then
met
made
where
up.
it's
see,
supposed to
I'm gonna
meet.
tell y'all.
Miss Thompson used to send me
We
to the
knew
office all the time. Huh?
cause we knew what it was. We knew what it was. Your dress was, it was the right length or whatever. But them booty cheeks you had were punching it every time you took a step. You're punching it.
I cannot. I cannot.
hey,
I cannot.
well built now.
I was good, clean
Yeah.
girl. Good, clean girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so glad I
Mm-hmm.
was like
Oh,
SpongeBob, straight up and down.
Uh,
You stupid. I cannot.
Yo,
Not
Thank you,
SpongeBob.
Lord.
Oh boy. Mm-mm.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I forgot where we was.
My bad. I
I don't
did
know.
just
You
come
need
in
to
and
put your
start
mind
talking
back in the
stuff.
right place on the right things, Curtis.
No,
It's
no,
about them
no, no, no.
grades and the charters and the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
grades.
Yeah,
yeah.
that part.
Long story short, I was a student.
Move them
Wait a minute, man.
coins now.
Hey, you need to go feed your squirrels, bro.
Put them up to your ears.
Hey, them squirrels hungry, man. Yeah, them squirrels hungry, bro. Them squirrels
Let
hungry. I'm talking about
me
what?
let me check and see if my damn
Curtis, you froze.
Uh-uh. He got to move his
Oh,
Curtis,
green beans. He got to move his
man.
green beans.
you didn't get. He ain't got no cream corn at the house.
No, he ain't got
Apparently.
no green corn. He got green beans.
Y'all get
hey,
all off now.
you got to get them Del Monte cans. They the best. They the best.
He got great value.
I thought it was Green Giant. My bad.
No, he got great
Hey,
value. That's what it is. And
your
then he got
fault.
disconnected.
Yeah, he just
Oh,
the squirrel. He had to go have a conversation with the squirrels real fast. You know what I mean? Hey, look up, baby, look up, baby, look up, baby. I'm trying to have a whole conversation over here, and y'all ain't running fast enough. So, my words are coming through garbled and burbled. I'm sounding garbled, man. I need y'all to
Wait a
tighten it
minute
up a
now.
little bit. So he getting the
Wait,
squirrel a little bit extra to eat right now.
wait, you got some nuts missing too now, cause you sound a little womp womp now.
No, mm-mm.
You sure?
why you looking like that?
Uh-uh.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh man,
It sounded like he had a little womp womp going on.
stuff you the way you lean. I know you're like. Oh
Uh,
boy.
uh.
So, Albert, why were you not in Upward Bound?
Oh shit! I couldn't let nobody know I'm small.
Couldn't let nobody know what?
You know, back in our day, it wasn't cool to be small.
I'm back. I had to go pay a bill.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
had
know
to
you
move them
did.
great value corners out the way.
You got no squirrels right. You had to go get those squirrels right. The squirrels good now, bro.
Hey, I ain't got no squirrels. I had to eat them.
Dang, I can't. I can't.
I had to eat them, man. Shit, damn. I ain't
Bro,
got my damn workers, bro.
damn, bro.
Damn.
Speaking of
You can't
squirrels, y'all know we
foreclose
all
your
from the country. Y'all eat squirrel for real?
I
I
don't.
ain't, I ain't ate no
I
damn
don't
squirrel, bro.
anymore. I can't tell you that I haven't had a squirrel before when I was younger and my
Oh
dad and them was cooking.
yeah.
But I wouldn't do that now. But yeah, I
Mm.
did before. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
I have tried it when I was younger, but I'm not. Mm-mm.
Mm.
all kind of squirrel, rabbit, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I used to eat rabbit.
I tasted rabbit off the grill one time, but I felt bad by eating thumper, so I
Man,
no.
I
not
remember the
comfort.
Mm.
I,
Not,
I remember the very
not
very
comfort.
first rabbit I ate, man.
Why you
Oh,
sound like an old man?
hey, that was some good damn rabbit that I had. I'm trying to tell you, was like shit.
Oh
Yes,
my
God.
goodness.
I had some smothered in some gravy with rice.
Oh
I don't
man.
think I don't think you had the same rabbit I had.
Oh, probably.
Why that sound like some Fred cooked on Sanford song though?
Your
Hey,
whole voice changed when you started talking about that rabbit, Curtis. You got real excited. Your
hey,
voice got real
Hey,
low,
hey, you
like you
know
I,
was
what?
living in
I,
the moment again.
I think he talking about that rabbit Luda talking about that
Yeah,
fat
yeah,
rabbit,
that
ain't
Oh my
fat,
God.
that's fat
Oh, no, I
rabbit,
ain't had that
boy.
rabbit. No, I ain't eating them that
My step
rabbit.
said she ain't had none of
And
that.
then here I go to my, yeah, I had me some
Yeah,
smothered in gravy.
I
oh.
had my smothered.
I retract my statement from the
Under the
transcript.
ground that you
I
may
ain't never
incriminate
had no
yourself.
I ain't had no
That's
smothered
why you.
gravy. I take that comment off the transcript.
Man, And her rabbit smothered in gravy.
Gravy.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
after the podcast, you be getting them calls. So tell me about that rabbit.
Yeah, so tell me about the smothered rabbit that
20
you
years from
had.
now, Messiah gonna say, Mom, I heard you like rabbit.
I heard you like smothered rabbit at that. You know.
Mother rabbit.
Oh my God, I cannot.
I'm talking about
Y'all got my
chicken, y'all.
head
I'm talking
hurt.
about chicken and pork chop.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh
Man.
my God.
So
Yeah, I got
doggone.
Look,
my head
man.
hurt laughing at that.
I just wanted to check in on y'all to see what y'all was up to, man. I'm gonna get out of y'all way. You know what I'm saying? I had to pop in and check on, make sure my Kurt had paid the squirrel. But I came in right on time to give him the break
Oh,
that he
you
needed
did.
because
You
I know,
did.
See
yeah, I
what it
know.
was when we added one more person, my squirrel had to work harder.
That's
And
what
then
it was.
That's
That's
what it
why I
was. That's
dropped
what it
out
was,
because I
bro.
couldn't hear nothing. When you jumped in, bro, I couldn't hear nothing. I had to drop out and get back in.
Mm.
How
so
about
so
you?
now I know what I need to do. I need to get 3 squirrels if I'm gonna have that many people on the porch.
Right, right.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Well,
Uncle Cousin. Thank you for
all
stopping
right.
by on the porch.
Yeah, y'all keep
How
doing
about
what
Uncle
y'all doing
Cousin?
it, man. Y'all
All
keep
right,
doing what
bro.
y'all doing, and we gonna be where we gonna be. Dig?
Yes, sir. Man. So my DC trip was all right. It was decent. Like I said, I stayed out of trouble because
When
these
was the
folks,
DC trip?
y'all had
The very,
graduated.
the very
Okay.
idea.
Out of
I just want
Chicago.
to make sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We stayed out of trouble then, so I was
Mhm.
good on that one. But man, Chicago was the trip though.
It was.
Mm.
Chicago was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that we're bound because we got the opportunity to go places and do things that we ordinarily might not have, which is another
Right.
reason why I also, participated in sports and other extracurricular activities because was always going here, going there, doing these different things that I can't imagine my life not having done that exposed me to wanting to travel as an adult and just to go and see how other people lived and did things that our world was bigger than just Dooley County, Fort Valley and, around the place that we normally used to go in. So that was really cool. That helped me out a lot. I did go on
Man,
places with my family, but that was a little bit different.
so you got to think about where we came from, right? All of us came from basically the same type of areas. And for us, the big place to go was Atlanta, right? If you went to Atlanta, then you were really traveling. And
right.
so to go out of state and not only that, but to different colleges and expose you to college and life
Yeah.
outside of that, just look at where everybody that's in this group, where we are now, right? And that kind of shows you that the program itself worked. It worked because it exposed us to something that a lot of our contemporaries didn't have. And I drive back through Reynolds every now and again and just see some of the people that I grew up with, and I'm thinking, man, I was lucky to walk past that table. I was
Yeah.
lucky to have Miss Hall and them advocating for me because, man,
Yeah.
some of those people ended up at, God bless them, you know.
Yeah. It was a little
And
different for me because my grandparents got a lot of kids and they all up and down the East Coast. So what we considered vacation for the most part was going to visit family somewhere, going to North Carolina, visiting my aunts, going to Carolina, going to visit my family in Florida and things like that. So it's different when you get to go to places and you get to stay in hotels and do those things and have those different experiences with going out and seeing the city and the sights. Because when I was traveling with my family, we hanging out with family. We ain't trying to go see no sights. It was a whole different experience. So Upward Bound just opened that completely up. So it was really good. I'm glad to have been a part of it.
Right.
I wish it was still expanded so more counties could participate in it because a lot of kids that need to have those things so they can see their world is bigger than just Vienna or
yeah,
wherever their home is. So it's vitally needed.
I
yeah.
agree.
I
I
agree.
definitely agree.
And
Mm-hmm.
it also prepared you like for college, being away from home. You know what I mean?
Socializing with other kind of
Like
people.
like those 6 weeks on campus, and you just can't run to your refrigerator or your parents or whatnot, and you
Hmm.
actually away from home, you had to set your alarm clock. You had to get up when
Mm-hmm.
it was time for class. You had to be to class on time.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of students, they get away, go to college because they want to get away from home. Now they homesick. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
no, I wouldn't trade it. Although I was a small headache to Miss Hall. No, I wouldn't trade it for
I think
nothing.
also in reverse, well, I know for me, it prepared our parents. I can remember in particular, like when I
Mm-hmm.
went to college, my mama was so used to me leaving for the summer, those 6 weeks to go to college, so to speak. So when it was time for me to go to real college, um, it wasn't so hard on her because she was so used to me going away,
Right.
you know. So it,
Mm-hmm.
it also prepared the parent, so to speak, to say, hey, this is what it'll be like when my child graduates and goes off to college.
Right. That's a good perspective. Because
Mhm.
now, even though my son is at the university up the street, it's still a different experience because I can't put my hands on him all the time to make sure that he's being treated right, to make sure that he's making smart decisions. And any parent that's got kids that are going off to school and everything, I feel for you, especially when they're far away from home. Because my kid was thinking about going to school in New York, and I'm worried about him being like 6 or 7 miles from me now. Can you imagine how bad I would have felt he had been in
Oh
New
yeah.
York somewhere? I'd have had to relocate.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
we gonna go back to the beginning of the show. Who told? Who told? Somebody told.
I didn't even know. I didn't find out
I
until
don't
after the
know.
fact.
Yeah.
What
So
is
I
your estimation? What do you think happened? Who do you think told?
The way she walked in the room, somebody told it.
so the more people that know, it's a big opportunity to tell. What girls did y'all tell that were gonna that we thought, oh, well, I'm being cool. I'm gonna tell some girl, whoever they told, because I know you didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah,
But somebody told a girl, and the girl told them. That's
yeah.
got to be how it happened.
That had to be it. Cause it wasn't no. She didn't come in and was like, "Oh, y'all room check. Y'all got a cooler. Can I get something to drink?" And hell, my dumb ass would have been like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." And alcohol would have been there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't none of that. She walked right in, just like
And went straight to the cool.
went straight to the cooler.
Okay, my question is, who actually bought it versus who were around when they bought it?
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
I mean, you might not have known
I,
then at the time, but after the fact, you knew who bought it.
You got
oh,
to have a
I
part two and invite Luke, because
yeah.
Luke is the key to this. He know he even
Right.
if he didn't buy it, he know who bought it.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who bought it. All I'm gonna say is
It
that
wasn't you.
out of the 8 guys that was on this trip, I didn't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you think
Right.
it could have possibly been some of the guys in the other room that were in on it?
I'm gonna tell you, we had one other guy in the other room who Miss Hall didn't think did no wrong.
Who was this? Who was it? Let's call his name. We on the porch. Call his name.
Damn, what's buddy name? From Taylor County,
Okay.
light skinned cat. Scotty? Was it Scotty?
Scotty
Scotty
Green.
Scotty
Green.
Green. Scotty
Scotty was
Green.
coloring green. Miss Hall didn't think that Joker did no wrong.
So let me say, Scotty
Yeah.
is actually on Facebook still. Like, I don't see him a lot, but I'm telling you, man, we could do a part two to where we got him, Luke, Ray on this thing, and we can figure this out. A
Saw the mystery.
-some-year-old mystery, we can solve it.
Like this cold case. We're gonna
Put it to
reopen it.
rest.
But dude, I'll just say, hey, Scotty, Miss Hall loved that Joker. She would have
Yeah, she
traded
did. I remember
everybody in.
that.
She would have traded everybody
Hold on,
in
bro.
for that
Her
Joker.
and Miss Mitchell, they both loved him. Thought he couldn't do no wrong.
Boy, I ain't innocent. I'm telling you like that.
No, he not. He wasn't then.
Like he just good at hiding it from them. But sometimes,
Yeah.
like, had she came in and it went different. Like, oh, let me get me something to drink, and seeing it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how they got caught. Because I ain't even gonna throw me in there. That's how they got caught. But
Yeah.
she walked right in. That's why I was like, damn, the new lady wilding, man. Because the way she walked in, like, okay, I'm coming to get some of my alcohol that I stored in y'all cooler.
Why do you
Type
think they
shit.
sent the new lady in instead of somebody that y'all was already familiar with?
I don't know. I guess it was part of her room. I don't know, room check or whatnot. But she
She could
walked.
have been the one. She could have been the one who got the information.
Okay.
And like, before I take it to Miss Hall, let me make sure it's real. That type
Okay.
of thing.
Yeah, she
Unfreeze your
walked.
face.
Who me? Who
There you
me?
Yeah.
go. Red light, green light.
Red light.
Y'all can't hear me.
We
Oh,
can
Yeah,
hear
we
you
hear
just
you.
fine, but you froze like a
you
picture.
frozen. You got your lips puckered up.
Oh
Oh no, not the
Lord,
puckering. Hurry up and fix
not
that. Hurry
not the
up and
duck.
fix it.
Kissing the
Oh,
squirrel.
You
They
still
gonna fix it.
you're like,
Hey.
them squirrel dumplings.
He kissing the squirrel. He eat rabbit.
the-
Oh, I done had some rabbit before, so you know.
uh, was it smothered?
Fried down the leg to the side.
At the end, it was.
Oh man. That's too funny.
Fish your
so,
face.
so what's the craziest thing that y'all remember outside of Chicago that y'all remember happening, whether it was on one of those Saturdays or during the summer?
I would say the bumping and grinding.
What you mean the bumping and grinding?
The
Talk
bumping and
about it.
grinding on them trips. Knowing that people were easing into rooms and, you know, but y'all didn't hear that from me.
Oh shucks now.
I just
And you
want to
know,
set the record straight. On all trips, I was a virgin. I didn't do
me
this
too.
like
Me
that.
too.
I am innocent.
Me too.
You wasn't innocent then, you ain't innocent now.
I
As
was
the as
innocent.
the young people say, cap.
Cap, no cap.
No, he capping. He capping.
Hey, do y'all remember the water fight
Uh-uh.
with with
Keaton, you still
Shanika?
froze, man.
I might have to
Yeah, man.
drop out and come back in.
Let me do a screenshot so I can send it to you later how you looking.
You jumped out too fast.
I already got it.
Y'all remember doggone Brad and Kim was in a relationship.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Then Shanika liked it, Brad, and we kind of had a water fight, and she kind of went hard at Kim.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like with the water, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it's like out of I'm a hold on, let me add him back in. So it was like okay, instead of me waiting the first person up that I see, I'm gonna bypass this person and make sure I soak Kim ass up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it was. Like Shanika,
Oh
if you
man.
watching, you know what I'm saying? If you think it's a lie, no, which we know it's not, you can come talk about it on the porch.
Like he said, we need a part two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let these people defend themselves.
Let them defend
Yep.
themselves. No. You know, I hate that. We had Dooley, Macon County, DF Douglas before they closed down.
One of
Perry.
not Taylor County and Roberta was in there too, right? One Roberta in there.
Uh-uh.
What's
I
Roberta?
remember
What
Taylor
part?
County was. I don't remember Roberta.
No.
I don't know. I think Roberta might have been there like when I was in there, and then they cut it out.
What county is
Okay.
Roberta?
Crawford.
Crawford.
No,
No, we
Crawford
didn't
wasn't in
have
there.
them.
Oh,
No.
okay.
It was just
Yeah.
Houston, Dooley,
Perry and Peach.
Macon, Peach, and Taylor.
And
5.
DF Douglas before they closed.
And Macon County.
And we did have I can't even think of the girl name. We had one girl from North Side.
North Side.
Yeah,
I think her name was
she was
Tiffany
on.
Jones.
That sound about right.
She was
What's she at now?
tall.
Yeah,
She was
light
light
skin.
skinned and wore her hair back in a ponytail.
Yeah,
Mm.
Tiffany Jones.
she on Facebook.
Not that I've seen.
Yeah,
I'm her sister friend on Facebook. Her sister, AKA.
um,
Mm.
I don't know where she at now.
I wanted to. I would like. We need a big reunion
Yeah,
I
that's
got a
what we
question.
need, and that's what we need.
Why, for those of us that did not go to Fort Valley State, why did we not go to Fort Valley State?
because I was tired of Fort Valley State from the Upward Bound program, and I wanted to see something different. Also, because a lot of people from Dooley County went to Fort Valley State, so I wanted to
Yeah,
do something different.
yeah. But do you think you would have had a little bit of an advantage knowing a little bit more of the ins and outs of the school?
Well, I did. I can say that. Fort
Yeah.
Valley wasn't, and again, Fort Valley wasn't my first choice. I got accepted to like 4 or 5 different schools. But the school
Mm-hmm.
that I chose, that was right prior to the Olympics, and they didn't have a dorm at the time, so I didn't have anywhere to stay. So I ended up coming to Fort Valley. But
Okay.
to your point, when I got to Fort Valley, I didn't feel like I was new on campus because I've been on the campus for 2, 3 years at that point.
Yeah.
I didn't know a lot of the ins and outs as far as the people that worked on the campus, but because
Mm-hmm.
Miss Hall was there, I had a connection. So if I had a problem, I could go to Miss Hall, and she could say, "Oh, you need to talk to such and such in this department." So yeah, it was definitely an advantage. Definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Curtis?
Man, I got accepted at Fort Valley and didn't even fill out an application. That had to be Miss Hall.
Oh, it was because the same for me. The same
Right.
for me. Like I said, I told you I was supposed to start at Georgia State, but they didn't have the dorms, and my mom called Miss Hall because she felt like if I sat out, that I may not go, and so she
Mm.
called Miss Hall. Miss Hall hand walked my application through. Like I'm literally probably one of the few people that graduated from Fort Valley that never filled out an application
Mm.
personally.
Like, dude, all I remember, I got this letter in the mail. Of course, mom's opened it. Hey, you got accepted to Fort Valley. Oh, you must misread that because I ain't fill out no application to Fort Valley. Then so I got it, and I'm like, just to show us, hey, congratulations. I'm like, I know I probably got it somewhere at my mama's house in my room in a drawer somewhere. 'Cause I was like, dude, I never fill out application. But like nothing against Fort Valley is like Step say, I want to see something new,
Yeah.
see something different besides Fort Valley. And they ain't had nothing but McDonald's and churches, man. Like,
They got a little bit more now, but
yeah, now,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
I didn't go for the same reasons in a lot of ways because even when I did go to college, I still spent a lot of time at Fort Valley State. Um, so people actually thought I went to Fort Valley State. That's just how much I stayed in Fort Valley. But for educational purpose, I went to another school, and then I would come out to party in Fort Valley. So that just made more sense to me at the time. And sometimes I wonder how it would have been had I gone to an HBCU or at least Fort Valley State. I don't know. I might not even graduated had I gone to Fort Valley State, to be perfectly honest. Well, I'd have been in them streets probably. I don't know.
nah,
And
you
then I
would have been.
talked about this one day on Facebook. It was something about HBCUs. I forgot what the conversation was, but back then it seemed like it was frowned upon that if you went to HBCU, when it was time for you to graduate and go out into the real world, you wouldn't be at the top of the list to be hired because you went to a black school, and that it would look better if you went to prestigious school or a white school, so to speak.
Hmm.
That was the stereotype back then. That's what we were kind of like taught. I'm not sure if that was everybody's story, but and I can't remember where it came from. But I do remember hearing that you won't get picked so quickly if they see that you went to Albany State or Fort Valley State in comparison to if you went to one of the white colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can kind of. Well, I'll say this. Obviously, certain schools carry a pedigree. Like if you go to a Mercer or a UGA or some of those bigger schools that are more well known. But I don't think it's just if you go to a HBCU, you won't have the opportunity that other people have because we still
Mm-hmm.
have some pretty prestigious HBCUs, right? I,
Right.
I love
Right.
Fort Valley, but there are other schools that have more of a pedigree, like Howard or
Yeah.
Hampton or Spelman, Morehouse, things
Mm-hmm.
of that nature, to where those names carry weight as well. Right now, take a
Mm-hmm.
look at the president, well, soon to be, hopefully, president of the United
Yeah.
States. She
Yeah.
graduated from Howard,
Right.
right? So HBCU, and she's up for it. She's got the second highest job in the land and up for the number one highest job in the
Right.
land. So I think that old stigma of HBCUs, we know where it started because
Of course.
the people that were making the decisions, they went to these colleges. So it's to their vantage point to make a HBCU seem less than. But
Right.
HBCU was made out of the need for places for Black people to go of higher education because we weren't
Mm-hmm.
allowed in those places. But I think at a certain point we get to a point to where the storyline that they spin make us
Mm-hmm.
question whether or not our own universities are valid. You know,
Right.
so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Trella.
Thank you so much.
So, Trella, the question is, and obviously you went to Fort Valley State. Why did you choose to go to Fort Valley State?
For one, it was family oriented. Uh, I ain't gonna necessarily say the close to home stuff because I really want to go away. But hindsight, looking back, I'm glad I chose Fort Valley. Like I say, family oriented. Most of my family went there, but I gained a family when I got there. If that makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much why I chose it.
Oh, and I got
Hopefully,
my Valdosta
my
State shirt on.
yeah, hopefully my baby will go to Fort Valley. Here, she right here. But
Uh-oh,
she
she knocked out.
Oh,
oh, she on that tablet, but
Oh,
she wants to be a veterinarian, and she wants to get into the CDEP program at Fort Valley, and so
Okay.
hopefully she'll end up being in CDEP. I think this year is her seventh grade year, so next year is the first year that she starts to apply for that pipeline program that CDEP has. You know what I'm talking about, Trevor? It's like a little pipeline that
Yeah,
they do. Mhm.
it's another name they got for it
It's
now, but
another
yeah.
name, but basically it's a CDEP pipeline. And at the end of
Hmm.
it, she's a straight A student. So yeah, I'm bragging on my baby. Today her birthday, y'all. But
Happy
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 birthday.
birthday,
birthday!
young lady.
right, but so that's one of the things that we're looking at there.
Yeah.
All right, Trella, what's the crazy, but outside of Chicago, what's the craziest thing you seen in Upward Bound?
Lord, I don't know why I'm the only one to remember this prison trip. We went to Florida. It took us to the penitentiary.
I don't
Yes,
remember
Right.
that
All
at
right.
Well,
all.
yeah, I think I remember that because didn't they put
yeah,
people in cells and close the doors and stuff like that too?
yes,
Yeah, I remember that. I
yes.
remember that.
I
Was
was
that
like,
Jacksonville? The Jacksonville trip? Or did y'all go to Florida another time?
We went to Florida a couple times. So,
Oh, okay.
uh-huh.
and Trella,
It
that may
was
have been before they got in there. That might have been like
probably
they're probably
no,
your
cause okay,
was
that was let me see, me, Scotty. I remember Lakelda being on that trip. Stacy hosting. No, y'all was in that in. But
We don't
anywho,
do
yeah,
we don't do prisons.
look, we didn't they was putting us in there,
Uh-uh.
closing us up. I was like, who
I don't remember
came
getting
up with
closed up in no prison, boy. Y'all had to
yeah?
take me out on
We
a
was in the
stretcher.
we was in the
No,
penitentiary,
no,
locked
dog.
up. And then
Hey
they turned
man,
the lights out. I said, wait a minute.
Mm-mm. Nope.
But
Y'all
this
have
is
straight had to
that
take me out on a straight jacket or something because I'd have died. Mm-mm.
hey, hey
that
man,
was
y'all
probably the
y'all
most
y'all
craziest thing that I seen.
Mm.
Other and other than the fact that when we got them stipends that year and the girl Tiffany John went and bought them white tennis shoes, which she already had a pair of.
And me I'll say, is that what you use your money for?
Hey,
I was like, leave the girl alone.
Y'all remember that Jacksonville trip on the way down? Winston had got caught. Uh, I wouldn't say got caught drinking. He got caught drunk,
Mm.
and it was Scotty's fault because him and Scotty was roommates, and it just and it just so happened that Winston trying to get in the room. The only thing that gave it away, Winston trying to get in the room, but at the time, Scotty on the other side of the door, just clowning around. Every time Winston unlock it,
He
he'll
would
lock
lock it back.
he'll lock it back. So now he crazy, can't get in the room. So Mr. Cartwright, like, what are you doing? You know, just came through. And when he walked up on Winston, Mr. Cartwright smelled alcohol on his breath.
Dang.
That what
Yeah.
got Winston caught. So, you know,
Dang. Dang,
whatever happened.
Scotty.
Hell yeah.
Right.
But I remember hey, I ain't laughing because it's funny. I'm just yeah, I'm laughing because it's funny. Stacy, she had the biggest crush on Winston. So we on the way to Jacksonville, and she was so happy that Winston was sitting with her on the way to Jacksonville. All I remember is somewhere on 75, everybody going to sleep. And when we woke up, that shit said Dooley County High School. And Winston was getting his ass off the bus. And Stacy was
Crying.
she hurt. Her little boo thing who sat next to her, but this fool probably sat next to her because he knew he wasn't going on this damn trip. But he ain't say nothing. That was the first alcohol incident.
Mm.
I got a question for y'all that I just thought about, if I may. Can I ask the question?
Man,
Go
ask
ahead.
your question.
Okay, so I know overall, we talk about how we're glad we didn't have cell phones back then. But as I'm sitting here and we're reflecting on the memories, do y'all still feel like you're so glad we didn't have cell phones, or do you kind of now wish we had cell phones to have recorded a lot of these memories?
Some of the members don't need to be recorded.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Because I mean, I still
yeah.
got pictures from different things and activities that we went on. So I don't know why we didn't record so much of these. Because we had cameras and things back then, little Polaroid cameras or the little 110 cameras and stuff. So we did some recording of some things, or took photos of some things. I guess I don't know. I guess we were just too busy living in the moment
I
and
think a lot of
and
times
overbound.
the lack of technology saved us on a lot of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Because, like you said, like Trevor said, some things don't necessarily need to be recorded on there, and some are best left for memories. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would have got caught up with that technology.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I do agree. I do agree. But it's just like now, if I could go to my phone and scroll back to 1997 or summer of 96 and just look and be able to see us playing cards and see us on the bus recording and we joking and cutting the food, that's the part that like,
We
damn, I wish
took
I
it for
could actually
granted.
see us now on video.
Yeah, we took it for granted. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I wouldn't have had no damn cell phone back then. So hey, we was barely getting by, So I'm gonna tell you, when I got my $10 on Saturday, soon as Keaton dropped us off, I went out the hardest with mine.
I was just about to say, you probably went the hardest and got some curly fries or a Frisco burger.
yeah, Frisco.
Good old Frisco burgers.
Cause
That's
you
what
know,
I did with
at
mine.
Obama we had that church of chicken.
Yes,
Mhm.
God.
Yes, Lord. Look, I went by there a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? Still.
Yes, Lord. Y'all about to make me go get me old breast and a wine.
And a biscuit.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. What did y'all do with y'all $10 that y'all got on Saturdays? I'm like, what could we have done back then with $10?
Man, I went out the hardest, man.
Man, I
Lord.
bought some junk.
More than likely some Gatorades and Powerade for
Some
school.
junk. 'Cause, I mean, we wasn't well off or nothing like that, but between my mom, my stepdad, and my grandparents and my two aunts that spoiled me rotten, I didn't lack for nothing. So
Right.
my little $10 was just spent on 9 laters, some cookies
Yes.
from the barn down the street at my grandma's house. Just junk.
Or either at the school store. Back then we had the school store where we can get the slushies and snacks and stuff during lunch.
Yeah. Yep.
Utopia.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What else
Just
was out
miss
back then? Look, that clear Canadian water that was out back then.
the
Everybody used to
what?
get that clearly Canadian water.
Oh.
Used to get
I ain't
that.
buy no water back then.
Man, on water. Water
I
fountain it
did.
is.
I did. And my mom was like, "What you buying water for? It come out the faucet just fine." Then a couple of years later, she was buying water too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That stuff.
We had some
But
great
man,
times though, y'all.
yeah,
Yes, we
true.
did.
Hey, we definitely gotta get some more people on here. Some
Look, the
to
next time we get an outlet scatter though, where he get on here and redeem himself.
Oh, you
hell,
missed a you
Yeah.
missed a whole segment on Scotty alone after you logged out.
Oh God.
We need for him to come and redeem himself and clarify and
Okay.
clear
did,
his name.
did,
Step when we
Jesus.
meet at the house again.
Huh?
When we meet at the house again.
When you come back.
Okay. I text you.
Okay. So when you come back, that's when we're gonna do the next mini reunion.
hey,
Okay.
we could
Alright.
do it. We could do that. Like we could set up devices and I don't know. We'll figure it out. But hey, Trella, go ahead and ask Scotty what he want to do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
He has been called out apparently.
he been called
Yeah.
out.
I
Hey,
will surely let him
he
know.
he isn't innocent at all.
And y'all better
He
call
really
Big
isn't.
Man. Big Man need to fly from California and come on too, because he was in there too.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
But I don't regret it. We gotta definitely do a part two. And
Gotcha.
Yeah.
and doggone I don't know,
Hey,
man.
King Kong, how did them cookies come out?
Man, I still hadn't done it. I slept on my day off, so I plan on doing it though. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'll let you know.
Alright.
All right, but man, before we get up out of here, remember to like, share, and subscribe in no particular order to On the Porch with on YouTube, man. You know what? Hey, y'all drop this afterwards. So, after I drop it, I'm gonna send it out so y'all can see how y'all look on camera.
Oh, boy.
Right. So y'all look on camera, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I enjoyed the mini reunion that we just had. I just had to get that Chicago trip off my chest, man. Cause you know what?
You were holding
You've
that
been
in.
you've been getting that Chicago trip off your chest since it happened.
Look,
I got.
listen
Hey, I'm gonna
here.
remind you every time. I
It
don't
wasn't me.
know nothing.
It wasn't
I
me.
don't know
You need
nothing.
a shirt that say "I don't know nothing."
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you.
It should say, I don't know nothing. Chicago 97.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Chicago 97. I might just do that. I might just give me a shirt made,
Hey,
man.
he was sounding like Bill Clinton. He was sounding like Bill Clinton for a minute. I didn't do it.
I didn't know nothing about no alcohol.
Hey,
But
you know what though? Miss Moss is a pastor now. So if you get her
Yep.
on here, maybe she'll
Look,
tell you how she
Smith
found out.
Pastor,
Mm.
Miss
you know what?
Miss Mitchell here.
Yeah, Miss Mitchum a pastor too.
Oh Lord.
Or at least a minister. I don't know if she's a pastor or a minister, but I know
Wait,
she's a minister.
y'all won't guess who else in the ministry?
Ooh.
Who that?
Marcel Mincy.
Oh Lord.
I
I
can, I
said,
can,
oh, who you
I
preaching
can, I
to?
can, I can see that. I can see that.
A little bit.
Man,
You know what?
but he in
Like,
the ministry.
like. Shout out to Mr. Minson, man. He used to drop gems on us. I don't know about
Hey,
y'all girls, but he dropped gems on us that I still hold to this day. that I be like,
Cartwright still at Fort Valley.
all right.
He still
See, Cartwright was
y'all,
a Sigma.
yeah,
Yeah.
y'all remember Aunt Jones?
I don't.
The short
Uh,
dude used to have the long dreads.
yeah, he a
Mm.
Kappa. He a
Yeah.
Kappa.
He's still in law school now, actually.
Mm.
So yeah, I run into some of the old heads.
Newsflash trailer. We old heads now.
We old heads.
Yeah, whatever.
No, they older heads. We old heads.
They're older heads.
Look, like still told them kid that day we spent Tottenham tomorrow, so we from the 1900s. Kid was like, what? Yeah, not the 1900s.
Yeah.
But they do want us to come back. They're looking forward to it. The new director that they have, she's very open and welcomes us at any time. So I just gotta get you keep on you and Unc over there. Gotta get y'all on board. Go talk to the
Yeah.
guys.
Y'all just let me know.
We can talk
But
to
Look,
but
them. They
when y'all introduce me to these people, what's my name? Keithan.
keep.
Oh,
Keithan.
Mr. Andrews,
There we
There you
Uncle,
go.
go. There you go.
Uncle Andrews.
Exactly.
Mr. Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they don't know nothing about the other stuff.
Hey, Kurt. Next time I get on this thing, I'm gonna put my tag down there that say OG Unc.
OG put it down there. Put it down there,
Old
man.
great uncle. That's what it's
Y'all,
OG, old great uncle.
Yes,
y'all are always welcome on the porch, man. It's just hey,
Appreciate you for having us.
yes.
we just be talking, man. That's
Yeah,
all.
we feel special tonight. We feel special.
I
Y'all love
know.
special, man. Y'all
This time
y'all
be a little.
fabulous.
This time need a little lemonade, some little piece of chicken or something on the pudge.
A little
Exactly.
swine.
A
We,
little wine, a little lemonade.
we need that. Hey, but before we get up out of here, man, like Trella,
Yeah,
what your daddy did with what y'all did with all them guns?
I still got 'em.
Went to Trella house. It was a gun in every damn corner. Like behind every door. Like if anybody
Hey,
broke in that house, it was a gun within reaching.
there
Y'all
you
look at
go.
this. I'm finna be messy. What you doing at Trailer House?
We was all over there.
Who is we? Who is we all? Because we wasn't there.
You, big
Oh,
man.
what?
Yep.
Still,
Come
you
on
went there
now.
I don't remember. I don't remember that.
I'm
today.
about to say y'all done brought out a secret.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
What you doing at the house? Eating cookies?
Uh-huh.
Uh, eating
Ah.
smothered rabbit.
Be be careful when you're talking about cookies and rabbits.
So don't eat some mother rabbit.
Oh
Smothered
yes.
rabbits.
Oh, we had nothing like that. But yeah, to answer your question, I still have those guns.
Man, I'm talking like
You saw how she brought that conversation back around?
I did.
that's what we was talking about because again, I was innocent, you know what I'm saying? I'm still innocent.
I
If
can't believe you said that with a straight face.
I did.
I can too.
Like you said to me earlier, that's cap.
Right.
Mm.
All cap. Don't get struck by
Oh,
lightning. If you do, I don't want to see it.
me either.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent on this side
Mm-hmm.
of the earth.
Well,
But
thank
again,
y'all for allowing me to be on the porch. I'm about to go have some mother duties.
we
All
gotta do
right
this.
now.
Hey man, until next time. Hey, y'all be easy, man.
All
Peace.
right.
Peace out.
We out.